Hello, this is Maddie B. We're going to talk today about Blissey, the dreaded Blissey. It's really funny because Blissey is like this Pokemon that looks very cute and nice. It looks like a giant egg-shaped Pokemon. It actually carries around little eggs. And it's a Pokemon that's known for healing and being happy and nice. But the Blissey has been just an utter tear in gyms since Gen 2 launched in Pokemon Go. And the reason is that Blissey has this massive amount of hit points. And this massive health it has means that as an attacker, you are really struggling to reduce the amount of health to 0 of Blissey by the time the clock runs out on your attack. And so what happens is you get timed out. And so you need to be very careful. And I'd say, first of all, taking down a Blissey is kind of just... I think it's more doable than most people think. But it does get kind of exhausting. Like, if you run into 3 Blisseys, you're like, oh my gosh. And you just don't even want to do it. So we're going to talk today a little bit about strategies to take down what I would call... I used to call it a Chansey Castle. Chansey is the pre-evolution of a Blissey. But now it's the Blissey Castle. It's the Blissey Bastille. And it's probably one of the most toughest things to take down. So my first overall strategy for taking down a Blissey Castle is that I look at the gym. And if there's other Pokemon beneath that gym, I will try to take them out first. And then once I beat them, I'll just leave. I'll exit battle, then go back in, beat them again. And I kind of will avoid the battle with the Blissey. When I attack a Blissey, I kind of like to be set up to attack the Blissey. And it's not, for me, it's not a very good thing to attack with, your 4th or 5th Pokemon. You have to really plan ahead to do that. I just don't. I take out the other Pokemon first, then go in. Another thing to do that will really help you take on a Blissey Castle is just more people. If you can coordinate attacks or find other people around you, which is sometimes possible, sometimes not. Pokemon Go is really popular again right now. Will it be that popular again 2 months from now? I don't know. Hopefully you can meet some friends that play it that are in your same team, and you can kind of coordinate attacks. That also increases the amount of time you have when you are attacking. You get more time when you get more people. It becomes easier in a couple different ways to take that Blissey Castle down. And the last thing you need to do is you need to pick the right Pokemon. Actually, I should say the last thing. There's actually one more component to this. But so the Pokemon you want to choose as the attacker, you want them to have a high DPS, high damage per second. Probably the Pokemon that most people have that's pretty good at taking on Blisseys is Vaporeon. Vaporeon has a high damage per second. It also has a pretty high defense, so it can kind of weather the storm against a Blissey. You do not want to get knocked out in a Blissey match because that takes time. So defense is still important, but it's having the means of weathering the storm while also unleashing a lot of attack that makes Vaporeon a very solid choice. Another solid choice is Dragonite, particularly one with Dragon Breath. That's a very good choice. Gyarados is a very good choice. And the new Pokemon from Gen 2, Tyranitar, will become a very good choice. I have also heard people say that they've had success with Raticates with Bite and Hyper Beam, which is kind of a known offensive Pokemon. I haven't tried doing that yet. I mean to. I've heard some people have had some success with Alakazam. I have not tried that yet either. As a normal type Pokemon, Blissey actually does have a weakness to fighting Pokemon, and I know a lot of people have used Machamp or Primeapes to take them down and had a lot of success there. So that's definitely also a strategy. If you have nothing else, load your thing full of primates and try to take it down that way. The last component of taking down a Blissey is a bit weird, and that's that you really don't want to dodge. Dodging takes time, and you don't have time. So when I said defense is kind of important when you are picking an attacker, it's because you're taking a lot of the hits. I would say the only types of attacks I would dodge would be the special ones. Otherwise, you're just trying to furiously attack and unleash your specials as fast as you can. You are really trying to optimize your attack. And sometimes, even there, you're beating Blissey with seconds to spare. And that's